Welcome, deep divers. Welcome back to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're embarking on another really delicious journey, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It takes us right into the heart of a world I know many of you are familiar with, the shrimp boat series.
Yes.
We're pulling out some new, fascinating insights from that beloved Shrimp and Ain't Easy volume,
Right.
but with a specific culinary focus this time.
Exactly. You could think of these as, I don't know, delicious, sort of hidden chapters, just for your taste buds.
I like that.
Yeah, offering a fresh sensory taste of that whole narrative world. Because food, it isn't just fuel in a story.
Right.
It's like a character itself sometimes, or a mood,
Mm-hmm.
a moment of comfort or celebration. It just adds this incredible richness, a sensory depth, makes the fictional world feel, well, real, lived in.
Absolutely. It makes it tangible. Our mission today, our focus, is to peel back the layers on some truly iconic shrimp sensations.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking risotto, scampi, and Alfredo delights.
The big three.
Yeah. We're going to dive deep into these three pretty distinct shrimp dishes. Understand their unique flavors, textures too, but also how they enrich that culinary tapestry of the shrimp boat world.
Like how these meals might signify something important, mark milestones, or reveal character, maybe even push the plot forward sometimes.
Exactly that. Okay, let's unpack this. Let's see what stories these dishes can tell us.
Sounds delicious.
All right, first up, shrimp risotto. Now, this isn't just a dish, is it? It feels more like a slow, flavorful journey.
It really does.
An Italian classic, promising, that succulent shrimp nestled in creamy arborio rice with all those complementary ingredients woven in.
It's a dish that absolutely demands your attention while you make it.
Yes. And the reward, pure indulgence.
And what's really fascinating about risotto, I think, is how these seemingly simple, high-quality ingredients combined with, well, it's almost a meditative technique, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How that creates something so profoundly comforting but also luxurious.
So what are the key players here?
Well, you've got arborio rice, and that's key. It's not just any rice.
Okay. Why arborio specifically?
It's these short, plump grains, right? And they're exceptionally high in a specific starch, amylopectin.
Mm.
That starch is the secret weapon. It releases slowly when you stir it, giving risotto that signature creamy, velvety texture. Regular long grain rice just can't do that.
Gotcha.
Then, of course, those lovely large sweet shrimp, peeled, deveined. Warm chicken or vegetable broth is important, warm broth.
Right.
Finely chopped onion and garlic, a good dry white wine, Parmesan cheese, real Parmigiano Reggiano if you can butter, good olive oil, and fresh parsley to finish.
So, okay, the rice itself is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for that creaminess because of the starch.
Exactly.
But what's the magic and the technique that transforms these? You mentioned meditative.
That's where the patience comes in, like you said.
Yeah.
The technique is absolutely crucial. You're gradually adding hot broth, just a ladleful at a time,
Okay.
and stirring constantly or near constantly. This isn't just about cooking the rice through.
It's about something else.
Yeah, it's about keeping a consistent temperature and letting that starchy outer layer of the arborio grain gently, kind of a braid, rub against itself.
Oh, okay.
And this continuous friction releases that amylopectin starch, which emulsifies with the liquid. That creates the unique, naturally creamy texture. No heavy cream needed here.
Wow.
The goal is that perfect al dente consistency for the rice to the tooth. Literally.
Firm but tender.
Exactly. A slight resistance. It's cooked but still has structure. Then the Parmesan cheese, store in right at the very end with some butter. That gives you that delightful umami richness.
Mm-hmm.
And the white wine. That adds a really critical touch of sophistication. A bright acidity that cuts through and balances all that richness beautifully.
I can almost taste it. And thinking about this in the shrimp boat world, I can picture Captain Joe, maybe after a really tough week out on the water,
Yeah.
finding some solace in just methodically stirring a shrimp risotto.
Yeah.
That patience it requires.
Yeah.
It kind of mirrors the long waits in shrimping itself.
That's a great connection.
And the rich, comforting reward at the end feels like a rare moment of personal indulgence, amidst the harshness of the ocean life.
I see that. For a character like him, it wouldn't just be food, it'd be a ritual.
Yeah. A grounding thing, a moment to sort of process the day's work and look forward to something truly delicious.
That's powerful. It really makes you appreciate how a dish can embody a character's state of mind or just the rhythm of their life.
Totally.
It's a testament to that Italian philosophy, isn't it? Simple ingredients, perfectly executed, creating comfort out of, well, complexity and technique. Makes you wonder, How many dishes can take humble grains and elevate them like that to something luxurious, almost therapeutic?
That's a good question. Okay, so from that creamy, patient elegance of risotto, let's shift gears.
Okay, where to next?
Shrimp scampi. Another classic, right? But this time, it's more Italian-American
Definitely. Beloved dish.
and known for its, well, its simplicity, speed, and those bold, punchy flavors.
Absolutely.
Right.
Quick and vibrant.
You often see it with linguine, which makes sense. Those thin strands seem perfect for catching all that sauce.
They really are. And what's fascinating here, I think, is how it gets such impactful, vibrant flavor with relatively few core ingredients and such fast preparation.
Right. Go to the essentials.
You're looking at succulent shrimp, linguine, or, whatever pasta you like, a generous amount of minced garlic, and I really mean generous.
Hey, okay. No skimping on the garlic.
Definitely not for scampi. Then dry white wine, fresh lemon juice, lots of fresh parsley, unsalted butter, olive oil, salt, pepper, and optionally red pepper flakes for that little kick.
Which feels very Italian-American sometimes, that little bit of heat.
It often is, yeah, as another dimension.
So it sounds like every single ingredient really has to pull its weight here.
It does.
What's the secret then? Getting those big, bold flavors to sing without just, overwhelming the shrimp.
Okay, the key to great scampi, in my book, is understanding the Maillard reaction.
Yeah.
That beautiful browning you get when you cook the garlic in the butter and olive oil before adding liquids.
Ah, yes, flavor building.
Exactly. It's not just about cooking the garlic through, it's building a deep, savory foundation that infuses the whole dish. Then you quickly saute the shrimp. Quickly.
Yeah, right. Don't overcook the shrimp.
Never overcook the shrimp just until they're pink and opaque. This is crucial. They cook incredibly fast, maybe a minute or two per side. That keeps them tender, not rubbery.
Like a shrimper knowing just when to pull the nets.
Precisely. That kind of precision. Then you take the shrimp out, and in that same skillet, you make the sauce, that amazing garlic-infused white wine and butter sauce. Let it reduce by half, concentrate those flavors, then hit it with fresh lemon juice right at the end, off the heat, usually.
So the lemon goes in last.
Yeah, keeps it bright. Those zesty flavors, the garlic, the lemon, the parsley, they cut right through the richness of the butter and just beautifully complement the shrimp's sweetness. Creates a really nice harmony.
I can practically smell that garlic cooking right now. This dish feels like it hits that sweet spot between comforting and kind of elegant, but also incredibly efficient.
It really does. Weeknight fancy, almost.
Yeah. So in the shrimp boat world, maybe scampi, with its quick prep and bold taste, is like the go-to meal for shore leave.
Could be.
Or a celebration after a really good haul when time's short, but everyone's spirits are high.
I can absolutely see that. It embodies that vibrant, sometimes spontaneous joy you find in a shrimper's life. A total contrast to the quiet solitude and long hours out at sea.
Yeah, it's a dish that shouts, "We earned this."
Exactly. And if you connect it back to shrimping ain't easy, it reinforces that idea, doesn't it? That you don't need super complicated steps to create something memorable or celebratory.
No.
It's about quality stuff, smart technique, getting maximum flavor in minimal time, letting those ingredients, especially that amazing versatile shrimp, really shine after a hard day's work.
Okay, so we've had the slow elegance of risotto, the bright zest of scampi.
Where does that leave us?
Well, now we pivot to the ultimate comfort food hug.
I think I know where you're going.
If you're craving pure, unadulterated richness, a really decadent experience, shrimp Alfredo is calling your name.
Oh, yeah.
A beloved, classic, rich, creamy pasta dish. It just creams comfort and indulgence, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. This dish leans hard into the rich, velvety side of things. You're starting with, again, succulent shrimp. Fettuccine is the traditional pasta pairing here.
Right, those wide noodles.
Perfect for holding that sauce. Then unsalted butter, minced garlic, and the undisputed stars of the show. Heavy cream and grated Parmesan cheese.
The power couple.
Definitely.
Wow.
Fresh parsley, salt, and pepper round things out. And it's interesting, while the name Alfredo is Italian, the really creamy, heavy cream-laden version most of us know today is kind of a fascinating evolution, often more tied to Italian-American kitchens than its original, lighter Roman ancestor.
Ah, the authentic versus evolved Alfredo debate. I've heard about that.
It's a whole thing. But regardless of its journey, that luscious Alfredo sauce is just iconic.
It truly is. How does it get that signature velvety texture? The way it just coats every single strand of pasta.
Well, the magic of that luscious sauce starts pretty simply. Melting butter, gently sautéing garlic to build that aromatic base.
Okay.
Then you pour in the heavy cream, Let it simmer gently, reduce just slightly, concentrate its flavor.
Right.
But the real alchemy, the transformation, happens when you stir in generous amounts of freshly grated Parmesan cheese.
Freshly grated is important, I
Oh,
bet.
absolutely. Pre-grated often has anti-caking agents that can make the sauce grainy. You want that smooth melt.
Got it.
So the protein and fat in the cheese emulsify with the cream and the butter. That's what creates that smooth, decadent coating for the fettuccine and the shrimp.
Is there a trick to adding the cheese?
Yes, add it off the heat or over very, very low heat and
Mm.
stir it in gently until it's melted and smooth. If the sauce is too hot, the cheese can clump or separate.
Ah, good tip.
It ensures you get that silky, harmonious balance. Creamy, buttery, Parmesan infused. It's absolutely heavenly. It's not just the sauce, it's like a luxurious blanket of flavor.
Heavenly is the perfect word.
Yeah.
This definitely sounds like the dish for special occasions, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Romantic dinners or
Yeah,
just whenever you're craving something profoundly comforting and luxurious.
totally. It's celebration food.
I could easily picture this being made for a big family gathering in the shrimp boat series. Maybe holiday feast or celebrating getting a new boat
Or a wedding.
or safe return from a particularly rough trip out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a dish that offers pure, unadulterated warmth, a sense of abundance, a moment of opulence after all the hard work, bringing people together around this shared, satisfying indulgence. It's just about appreciating that perfect fusion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tender shrimp, decadent creamy sauce. Satisfying. Irresistible.
It really speaks to that primal need we have for comfort and celebration through food. This dish, maybe more than the other two, really highlights that celebratory aspect, even in a tough world like the shrimping life.
It's an escape into pure pleasure.
It really is. I remember trying to make my first real Alfredo from scratch years ago and learning that lesson about adding the Parmesan slowly, off the heat. Patience is key there, too, just in a different way than risotto.
Huh. Another life lesson from pasta.
Exactly. It's a lesson in building those layers of flavor carefully, kind of like the slow burn of character development you see in Shrimp It Ain't Easy, right? Where those moments of real richness and connection, they often take time to build up.
That's a great parallel. So, okay, we've journeyed through shrimp risotto, shrimp scampi, and shrimp Alfredo.
What a trip.
Looking at these three distinct Italian-inspired dishes side by side, it just makes it abundantly clear, doesn't it? How incredibly versatile shrimp is in the kitchen.
It really is. It's not just a protein, it's more like a canvas for flavor.
Yeah.
And what's truly fascinating, I think, is how that one single ingredient, shrimp, can adapt so well to such different flavor profiles, such different culinary identities.
From risotto.
Right, that nuanced, slow-cooked creaminess, demanding patience, rewarding you with luxury.
Scampi.
That bright, zesty tang, giving you quick gratification or really bold flavors.
And then Alfredo.
Yeah, the rich, almost velvety indulgence, providing that ultimate comfort. Each dish lets the shrimp play a completely different role.
But always delicious.
Always delicious and always integral to the dish. It's like a culinary chameleon.
It really reinforces that core idea from Shrimp It Ain't Easy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That maybe the shrimping life isn't easy,
definitely not.
but the shrimp itself is always scrumptious.
Yeah.
And incredibly adaptable.
Truly a versatile delight, something for pretty much every palate, every occasion, whether it's that quiet moment of reflection with risotto or a big boisterous celebration with Alfredo or Scampi. And connecting this back to the bigger picture, the shrimp boat universe, these dishes show how even within one specific culinary theme, Italian-inspired shrimp dishes, there's just immense diversity. It highlights how just a few really good ingredients, thoughtfully combined, paying attention to technique, can create remarkable seafood dishes. Dishes that span that whole spectrum from, humble comfort right up to grand elegance.
And exploring these recipes, thinking about them this way, it really does enrich your understanding of that fictional world, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Makes it more tangible, more flavorful, adds layers of sensory detail that really resonate with the characters and their lives.
What a genuinely flavorful journey we've been on today, diving deep into shrimp risotto, scampi, and Alfredo.
It was delicious just talking about it.
Right. Each dish offers such a unique and delicious experience. It just proves shrimp's undeniable star power and versatility in the kitchen.
It really was a great exploration. This kind of deep dive really shows the depth and deliciousness you can find in a well-curated collection of recipes, especially when you think about them as part of a rich story, like in the shrimp boat.
Exactly. And, thinking about how one ingredient like shrimp can adapt like that, take on so many roles, transform itself, it makes me ponder something. A little question for you, our listener. to maybe chew on.
Ooh, okay.
What's the one ingredient, or maybe it's a technique, in your own cooking? The thing you feel just completely transforms a simple dish.
Ah, your secret weapon?
Yeah, that little bit of magic you add that takes something from just okay to extraordinary for you.
Your go-to trick in the kitchen. That personal touch that always elevates things.
Exactly that. That little something extra that just makes all the difference. We definitely encourage you, seek out these recipes we talked about today. Explore them. Maybe add a new favorite to your own repertoire.
Make that tasty connection to the world of the shrimp boat. Bring some of that deliciousness into your own kitchen.
Well said. Thank you so much for joining us on this particularly delicious deep dive today.
Yeah, thanks everyone. It's been a pleasure exploring these amazing dishes with you.
We'll catch you next time.